Alrighty. So I thought we might as well review. Oh, okay, there we go. We fixed the problem. The problem for reviewing videos. I thought we might as well review. That's right. Severage or Goatis, I guess his name is. I really do like his compilation videos of like vegans, the epitome of malnourishment. I think those are very, very good examples of the reality of just how bad it is, and how bad vegetables are and all that stuff. I mean, there's so many examples that I could give. Not just that, but like I literally sort of am an example because I used to basically eat tons of vegetables only, right? Like ruined my life quite a bit. But anyways, let's let's get to it. I'm gonna put this a little bit more like this in case he puts the nameplates on the bottom right. I'll do it like this. There you go. Whoa! Talk about a difference. Okay. Ooh. Ooh, that one does not look good. Ooh. I mean, yeah, I was probably just about to comment on some of those things, but I guess he already does it. Oh my god. You can you could basically see it. You can basically see it like right there. Oh my god. Yeah. I think what's really important, by the way, I haven't really stressed this enough. When you watch a YouTube video, you will see. Let me make sure it's not covering his face. Okay, good. I had to make sure. So when you watch a YouTube video, when you see somebody's face, in a lot of cases, a lot of it's actually like lighting done correctly, right? I think actually here, one of the best examples I could probably give is actually Chico. So if you've seen Chico, like Chico Lakowski, sure he looks like he does look good, but if you've actually like seen photos of him like without the whole addition of makeup and the lighting like not necessarily that good, you can see like a huge difference in his face. Like his face looks completely different. You could see like red patches over his face as well because he like there. I don't know if it's like eczema, acne, or what, but the whole point is you could see some clear, obvious examples of it not being perfect. So whenever I watch Brian Johnson's videos, I'm always super skeptical because the lighting is just immaculate. Like look at the lighting here. Okay, oops. Let me look at the lighting here as an example. The lighting here versus the lighting here versus the lighting here. Like this is night and day. This is massive difference in lighting. I mean, I think you could really see wrinkles like way clearer. The skin looks a little bit pale, like not necessarily. I mean, I don't necessarily know if I would say skin paleness is particularly bad, but it does look quite pale here. The reason you could see here's another example. You could sort of see a red spot right here. This is what I would call a spot of like inflammation, right? A little bit of inflammation on the body. This right here, this is a little bit understated because if you look at this part right here versus here, you can't see red spots here because of how the lighting is done. But here, because the lighting isn't immaculate, you can actually see a little bit of it here. And here, you can't see any of it because of how perfect the lighting is. So I think there's a lot of examples of this that you can only really see it when you're there in person. So yeah, just to let anybody know, anybody who's watching YouTube videos all the time, and they're looking at these people, and then they look at themselves in the mirror, and they're like, "Oh my God, I look terrible," or something like that, right? Just try to like remind yourself the lighting for them is usually perfect, and in your case, the lighting is most likely going to be terrible because the lighting is most likely going to be terrible. You don't have studio lights to work with. The lighting on this side obviously is probably sunlight, but this is most likely either studio light or some heavy lighting. Ooh, you can see it here again a little bit. Ooh, let me rewind that. Okay, here's once again, you can actually see it physically. Ooh. When the lighting isn't perfect. Okay, watch. You see there's red flakes here. Red. You can actually see a giant red spot on his eye, which is like a little worrisome, honestly. Let's see if I can point it out anywhere else. I'd say it mostly exists. I could see a little bit of red here, a little bit of red here, and right there. And a little bit towards his chin. Like these really, really small things I'd like to point out are what I would say are examples that there's clearly inflammation still going on, even in his body. Even though he's doing all these procedures and whatnot, he's still experiencing inflammation. It's just he's covering a lot of it with lighting during that time, and that's because he's trying to sell you something, right? So, but he does. I'll give him credit. He does a pretty good job at hiding a lot of it. Oh man, you can really see the redness in his eye right here. This is not right. This is not right. Oof, that looks really off. Like it's visibly. I mean, if I were to mirror this image, mirror this side of his face, and throw it over here, maybe it would look normal. But like you could. Oh, geez, that red spot right here. It's like it's bleeding. That's why it's like really unnerving. It's like bleeding. Like it looks like his eye is almost bleeding. I cannot say this guy got any healthier. Oh, Jesus. Oh, man, that's bad. Man, that's bad. A Russian guy, okay. Whew. Jesus. And I always get shocked whenever I look at these. I sort of looked at it here and I was like, oh, okay, this guy's sort of already vegan, right? It's like, no, he like progresses and it's like, oh my God, it really got that much worse. Oof. Can she look older than this? I don't know. She already has. I don't know if that's makeup or if that's dark eye circles, but this is pretty. It's pretty dark underneath. Oh, ouch. Ooh. That before and after. Oh my God, that is bad. That is really bad. Oof. See, I'm very glad there's somebody out there. Goatis is, or Severage, I don't know which one he goes by, but he does a really, really good job with these epitome of malnourishment videos. Cause oh my God, this is, oh boy. I can't say this guy is particular. He looks particularly bad, right? I can't say he looks particularly bad. I mean, I will admit he looks a little creepy, but doesn't look particularly bad. This guy looks off. I mean, the lighting's pretty bad, so you can't necessarily differentiate too many things, but I already see, like, I see one bump. I see extrusion, so we'll just call them facial extrusions. One facial extrusion. I can't tell if that's one. I'm just going to say that isn't. One facial extrusion, two facial extrusions, three facial extrusions, four of them. So he has four bumps that are visibly noticeable, even with this terrible lighting, which means that when you see them in person, they look a lot worse. But maybe it gets worse or it gets better. I don't know. Oh, see, at least this one looks like it's gone. I can't see it. Maybe the lighting is so harsh, but then once again, yeah, it's more here. Oh, ouch, ouch. Oh my god. Oh my god, that's sad too. She has pretty good eyes. She's pretty cute. And now she looks like she's not doing so good. Oh god. Ah, that's bad. Oh god, that is bad. Oh god, that is bad. That's painful to look at. You could, oh my god, you could see the dark under eye circles are just, oof. See, anybody just says like, oh, like eat your vegetables. Just really like think about that for a bit. Just look at the most extreme versions of both end. Look at the carnivore and then look at the vegetable eater, or look at the carnivore and look at the vegan, and you could just see the difference. Oh my god, that is. Man, that's sad. Well, I don't know if he's trying, but even though I don't work out and my body looks more toned than this. I haven't worked out in a very long time, and my body looks more toned than this, so it's kind of. Oh, an animal activist, huh? Oh man, she looks pretty cute. Oh god, is it gonna be one of these again? This is so painful. I hate seeing these. I hate seeing these so much. He does a really good job. I gotta give him credit. These are very good videos. I just hate seeing this really, really well, I would say well developed, cute person who's probably about to turn into. Yeah, you can see a difference. Oof. Ouch. Ouch. Oh my god. Whoa, that's really interesting. Look at her eyes, actually. Look at her eyes. Her eyes are not as, like, visible, right? And then, this is 2017, and then she goes, like, I think 5 years or something vegan. I can't remember. Look at her eyes. They've, like, expanded massively. That's very interesting. Wow. You can see the dark circle, obviously. Dark circle is very visible. Hair looks. It's normal. You can't really see the hair here, but. Ah, man, that's painful to watch. Ugh. There are some things I dislike, but I think one of the biggest ones is makeup. I really, really dislike makeup, and this is like using makeup to over exaggerate here. Oh my god, this looks unreal. You know what's crazy is my mom is like 66 years old and she looks a million times better than this right now. That's sick. That's sick. That's what propaganda does to people, I guess. You know, that's one thing propaganda does. I guess the other thing is... Yeah. This is a while ago, but yeah, I do remember covering her, and she did die from malnutrition. Oh, jeez, that one's bad. That's a really bad one. You could really see like the hair falling out, the entire body just falling apart on this one. Whew, it's even worse than the last one.
Hello, my name is Danielle Watts.
And I'm Chef Eli.
And our friend is making a film.
Fabulous, yes. I'm looking forward to mine.
Oh, jeez. That's not even edible. It doesn't even look edible to me. I know, it's crazy. As I spend more and more time on carnivore, actually after a certain point, food looked completely inedible, I would say. But I'd probably say maybe like a year or 2 years in, certain food like this, like vegetables, these vegetables, like cabbage here or whatever this is, I've even forgot what it is because I haven't eaten it in so long. This does not even look edible to me. It doesn't even look like food.
Seem to be satiated.
This does not even look edible.
She's very, very sensitive.
Well, you can sort of see the inflammation on the skin.
To the inner.
See if we can...
She's very, very...
Yeah, you can even see it. You can see the inflammation here. You see the little bumps.
sensitive to the energies of what she puts into her body. Dark, dark, blue, blue, spirulina.
It's good.
And today.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. This is gonna sound really bad, but there was I might review those videos eventually. But there is a video I watched on a homeless woman who looked exactly like this, and she was like fighting for pancakes, and they had to call the cops on her because she was fighting for pancakes or something. This is, oh geez, that is bad.
We got seen by our neighbors across the street. She started filming us with her telephone. I waved and said, "Hello, I'm Danielle. This is our home. I haven't officially met you before. Like I said, I'm Danielle. I'm your neighbor." No response. She seemed afraid.
Yeah, I would. I'm not gonna lie. I would be afraid. I just looking at her like right here, the very beginning. I swear to God. I swear to God, this is the homeless woman who was fighting for pancakes. I swear. I swear to God, looks exactly the same. Oh my God.
No
Cashew date cream.
Oh wait, you see that? His teeth are going. His teeth are going. His teeth are gone. I'd like to point out, anybody who doesn't know, I haven't brushed my teeth. I still haven't brushed my teeth in like 5 years. I lost track. It's been such a long time. Anyways, I haven't brushed my teeth, and my teeth are still holding up perfectly fine. I have no teeth ache. I have no teeth problems whatsoever. And that's right, I eat only meat. Yeah. So I'm looking at this, and I'm like, wow. Whew. Clearly something's going wrong.
He's part of the human race. He may not have no teeth. He may be kind of gay. Part of the human race.
Man, he looks homeless. I mean, I'll say as much as I've been told multiple times with my look, with the beard. I do give off either a homeless or a caveman look. And I've even gotten the Jesus before. Actually, I got the Jesus pretty often whenever I grow out the hair long enough. They're like, holy shit, it's Jesus. Right, so...
He's part of the
Like, I'm actually looking at it right now. Okay. I think about it more and more. If life is, like, is life a game? Is it a test? What is it? I will say with certainty, I think there is a lot of freak shows in life. And this is a really good example. There are a lot of people who are just there to provide entertainment or just there to provide a laugh at, sadly, and he is one of them. There's a lot of these incidents where you can see like homeless people being recorded and they're doing like something really ridiculous, or the Florida man classic, right? Classic Florida man. You'll get a Florida man doing literally everything. He's another example. This is bad.
Except for the barn with the animals, at least that's what it said. That's the prophecy that laid in my head.
Man, these people are something else. Holy Jesus.
That laid in my head. That laid in my head.
I'm happy.
Okay, I'm gonna say at the... Oh, man, that's bad. That's bad. That's bad.
I'm not spending that much money. I'ma get more seedless grapes for the tea. And I'm gonna have big bowls like this. Lots of water and sugar for me. Hey, I'm having seedless grapes. Seedless grapes. I'm like a crackhead though, cause I'm off this sugar high, real sugar. You're a crackhead because you actually do crack, which is sugar, cane, cocaine, sugar cane.
You know, I'll actually say I sort of agree with that. Yeah, I do. They're basically both crack. Sugar, yeah. They're their own sort of cracks. One's sugary, I guess. I don't know what cocaine's like, but it's addictive. This is definitely very, very addictive, and it's sort of sick. Man, you could really see. You know what's really interesting is people always talk about having like a really defined jawline and whatnot. And I look at them and I sort of laugh because sometimes you don't want this super fully defined jawline because this is what it looks like. Look at the jawline. Look at how well it's defined. It's too well defined. Just look.
Cocaine, sugar cane.
That's malnourishment right there. That's just a complete lack of well, two things: adiposity and muscular tissue. So,
So think about this. If you eat 8 oranges in one day, that's 8 grams of protein. For all you, where you get your protein from? Oh, face.
I've been vegan for 7 years.
oh my God, you can't be, bro. 7 grams of protein. That's nothing. That is nothing. In fact, no, you don't even get 7 grams of protein probably because you're not even absorbing. You're not even able to break down that protein because a lot of it's like, yeah, no, you can't. You can't even break it down probably because the bioavailability, if I remember correctly, for plants when it comes to protein content was like 7%. And not only that, it's probably in poor concentrations of amino acids. And by that I mean you're getting too much of one amino acid and not another. So you're not even actually using a lot of that protein. It's just forcibly being converted into glucose because there's nothing else it can do. Oof, man, that's bad.
What do you want? Oh, face.
I've been vegan for 7 years. You don't need to eat animals to survive or be healthy or anything like that.
I would say I have to 100% agree with that, and one of the biggest indicators of that is his voice. Oh my god, that is high pitched. That's actually a lot of very interesting things. I mean, he brings up indirectly, he brings up another interesting point. I think there's a lot of things that carnivore will help with, and it isn't. I made a video on this actually recently. So you need a little bit more than just carnivore when it comes to, I think, growing up to be very attractive, both facially and height-wise. But when it comes to voice, this is actually a very good point. I think voice is also related to whether or not you're eating or you're getting adequate nutrition. And if you don't get adequate nutrition, I do believe that actually really does affect your voice. Not in a good way either. At least if you're a man. If you're a woman, I don't necessarily know because kids all end up with high-pitched voices when they start off. But as they grow older, like me or maybe some other person, their voice will definitely change. Except not him. Clearly, he still sounds like he has the voice of a, 10-year-old, if not younger.
Anything that came from a living sentient being is not food. It's violence, it's cruelty, it's just...
See, I would say that mindset is a lack of being able to recognize certain truths of reality. There are certain uncomfortable truths about reality. And one of them is life and death. A lot of people cannot accept that. So sadly, this is actually why I believe religion is almost a necessity, because religion helps people come to terms with life and death much easier. And if they don't have religion, they end up sort of a bit more like this. This is a religion. This is actually like a pseudo-religion. I would say vegan is basically a pseudo-religion. It's, the confusing part is that, well, it's not really confusing because people leave it. They experience it, and 90% of them can't even live with it because of how much it wrecks their lives, so they stop. But
so strange to me how they feel the need to put animal ingredients in everything. They contaminate everything with animal abuse. This is a murdered fish.
A murdered fish. Tell me who's going to murder that. I think the shark would murder that automatically. The shark's going to murder that. So what, you're going to let the shark murder it, or are you going to let us murder it? It's like it's going to happen regardless, right?
This should disturb you. Most people were groomed into eating animals as children, even though we're all born vegan. I love
And that is how we know we are stepping into the land of Delulu. Oh boy.
authentic people. I love vegans. You should become vegan, which is really becoming your true self, and you'll feel really good, I promise. Chronic pain sucks. I've been in pain since 2018, which is...
The pain started 2 years after he went vegan. I wonder why. Huh.
why I'm not posting violin videos anymore. I have chronic pain in my hands, arms, feet, and legs.
Hands, arms, feet, and legs. Chronic pain. I wonder why. The only thing I can think of is if it's in like a sort of, it sounds like bone areas anyways. Hands, arms, feet, legs. That sounds like oxalates. Yeah. Or I haven't necessarily seen his muscle content if his musculature isn't even able to keep up with his bone density. But that could be another possibility, but I doubt it.
It really tastes like cream cheese too. Mm. Oh my god. Milk goes.
It doesn't even look like food to me. I literally, once again, it doesn't look like food. It's crazy.
I had a horrible night of chronic pain. My asthma's finally got under control a little bit because I started new asthma medication. I'm trying to go on walks. It's tough because my feet hurt really badly when I walk, and my ankles, my legs. People always think I'm way younger, and yet I feel like an elderly person with how much chronic pain I have. Whoa!
Feel like an elderly person, huh? I wonder. I wonder what could be causing that. See, once again, that's just, all you need to do is look at the situation that you're in and what are you feeling. Just listen to your body. And if you're feeling something's off, that means you're doing something wrong. It's that simple. It's not that hard. If you're feeling something is off, then clearly you're doing something wrong. Something. I don't know what it is, but clearly there has to be something going wrong. And I think he's a great example of this. But the problem is he has no acceptance of reality. He doesn't accept the results that reality throws in front of him. So he follows his propaganda, his religion and propaganda, basically, which sadly aren't putting him in the right direction. They're keeping him stuck in a loop of chronic pain.
Oh, that is so pretty. Look at that black jacket with the pink roses and a little tear. Oh my god. Oh, it's hot in here. This is one of the ones I don't like. Reminds me of my chronic pain in my hands because he has bandages on his hands and I have chronic pain in my hands.
The mushrooms.
Yeah, chronic pain in your hands. Maybe your lifestyle's a bit off.
I'm gonna use them as kind of like a meat replacement because they get a really nice texture when you fry them long enough. I think it's the smoked tofu, but this literally smells like bacon here. I mean, I don't complain. Vegan chickpea tuna for the
I think she looks a little Dutch. She looks like somebody who would be in the Netherlands. I could be wrong, but
tofu chicken. I cured the tofu part in
the accent sort of sounds like it too.
such chunks. And I've got here a vegan chicken replacement, which I will also add. Oh, this looks so good. You look anorexic, stop lying about it. Oh yeah, I'm just gonna tell my gut to stop having issues because I'm just making it up. Thank you. No.
Oh my god. This is what I mean. People are always like, oh my god, I want a really defined jawline. I want a really defined jawline, right?
Yeah, I'm just gonna tell my gut to stop having issues.
You really want that? You really want that? You sure you want that defined jawline? That's what I mean. That's an example. This is like, it's off. It's clearly off, so.
Issues because I'm just making it up. Thank you. No, seriously. Repeat after me. We don't comment on other people's bodies without knowing what they've been through.
Oh, mamma mia. You can really see the anorexia here. Oh my god. That's emaciated. Oh, jeez, that's bad. Oh, jeez.
Last few months were hell for me, and I don't wish this on anyone. Imagine having such severe gut issues. Broccoli is the best vegetable out there.
Imagine, this is what I mean. These people are just not living in reality. Just let your body tell you what's wrong. Your body will give you all this indicators of telling you, hey, I'm experiencing problems, or hey, I'm not experiencing problems. All you have to do is just listen to your damn body. It's not that hard. Oh, my Jesus. That's too hard for some people. They can't accept reality. They feel pain and they go, oh, I think I'm fine. I think I'm doing perfectly fine. I'm going to keep... It's definitely not something I could change in my lifestyle. I can definitely keep doing this, right?
Taking and
100%.
It's time to admire this beauty. Wow, amazing. And to see if Rosa 1911 is right, and this is a crispy kicking Magenverstimmung. Let's try. Crispy kicking, delicious. All you can do on some days is cry. So you go from doctor to doctor, but no one can really help you. Yeah.
This is what I mean. She's on that supposedly very healthy doctor prescribed diet. It doesn't seem to be working, huh?
That was my life. And then people come and judge you based on a 15-second clip they see on social media. Yes, I did lose weight and I hate it. So I don't need you to remind me of that. So please, stop commenting, stop diagnosing others without knowing the full picture. It hurts.
once again, just listen to your body. It's not that hard.
Thank you. A little garlic butter never killed nobody.
I think it did. I think it did.
Cream cheese, vegan cream cheese at the bottom, 50 grams worth of vegan butter, creamy red pepper pasta dish, create some flax eggs, making the meatballs, and I pulse them until they become similar to the texture of minced meat to the meatballs and all this
That's crazy. Yeah, he's right. You try to imitate it as much as you can. Once you're that malnourished, jeez.
savory gravy. What you want to achieve is a slightly thicker, creamy sauce. And then the cream cheese just adds to that creaminess. I'm using vegan butter and it really gives it such a nice depth of flavor. Vegan ice cream, extra cheesy layer on top. You can add some grated vegan cheese, which will melt nicely on top of the cashew sauce. As someone who deals with IBS, this has really helped me. Cashew butter or almond butter for a creamy topping by whisking in the melted butter to my flax egg
Once again, this is sad.
mixture. Nice and loose and creamy. A little bit of a cheesy flavor. The vegan butter adds a nice touch. And to add a little extra touch of creaminess, you could bring vegan cheese.
And I guess all that I need to do now is take my blood from my body and eat it. This looks like it could be real food. Right now,
Wow.
I don't know, it just looks so delicious. They look more delicious than I was expecting. This is going to be my first time intentionally eating animal products in over half a decade. Oh my god, it really tastes like blood. I think I probably enjoyed this more than if I had made it using animal blood, because there was no death involved. I am really the only ethical source of animal products because I can give my consent to myself.
Oh my god, not this. But this is crazy. That's how much he actually enjoys his own blood. He's literally drinking his own blood and he's saying it tastes delicious. Because he's that malnourished. That's crazy.
Passend zu Halloween gucken wir uns heute an, wie viel Blut an unseren Händen klebt. Ich habe schon mal gesammelt. In dieser Fiole steckt das gesammelte Blut aller Opfer. Na dann.
She went insane because of the vegan diet. She has an obsession with blood. You can see her constantly terrorize and abuse people. I mean, this is just, she's an influencer. So in some sense, she's actually kind of doing her job of like getting people to view her. It's crazy, but this is, I mean, hey, people are going to watch absurd content like this, right? If somebody wreaks havoc and carnage or something along those lines, yeah.
Is your Christmas going to be a Holocaust filled with the bodies of murder victims? Every year, trillions of non-human animals are brutally murdered for your meals. And if I was speaking up for dogs being abused, you'd be calling me a hero. But there's no difference about people being abused. Get it out. Get it out. What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Don't you have a life?
This is what I mean. It's the thing is, you could say like she went crazy, but I don't know. I think this girl's just doing her job. The problem is, like, in order to really get a lot of views like this and be this noticeable, because I know that she gets a lot of views. In order to do that, you have to be like a little bit crazy and do crazy stuff. So it's just, I guess it's part of the game.
You support this Holocaust. You have blood on your hands.
I really hope I would never have to encounter her. And if I was like out shopping or something like that and I encountered this, I'd be like, oh my god, get this thing out of here. I would just want to like throw her out of the store and prevent her from walking back in. But like legally, I wouldn't be able to do that. But I would very much like somebody else to do that at the very least. Just throw her out, prevent her from ever getting back in. Ugh.
If you're not vegan, stop supporting this Holocaust! You fucking animal abusers! Stop fucking laughing at their screams, you disgusting psychopathic assholes! Screaming for their lives inside carbon dioxide
See, this is what I mean.
chambers! Their bodies! Their lives! Animals want to live! Animals feel pain!
Yeah, but I was fucked. Could barely open it.
Yeah.
Yikes. What do we think?
Mein Name ist Raffaela Raab. Ich
Man, it's painful to watch.
bin Medizinstudentin. Ich bin echt wahnsinnig froh, dass meine Freunde aus Deutschland extra hergekommen sind, um mir damit nochmal zu helfen. Und ich habe das wirklich gebraucht. Wahnsinnig froh, dass
I'm so glad that my friends from Germany came here just to help me out.
meine Freunde aus Deutschland extra hergekommen sind, um mir damit nochmal zu helfen. Und ich habe das wirklich gebraucht. Es war so schön, auch jetzt nochmal zurückzukommen und von Leuten empfangen zu werden. Das habe ich gebraucht. Das ist so gut gemacht. Das ist so schön.
Hates humans and constantly talks about hurting others.
Has said, Tophonia has said we may slaughter humans, so I will build a human slaughterhouse. Tophonia is the truth. Tophonia is the truth.
I wouldn't say she's exhausted with how she's performing right here. She is definitely
Tophonia is the truth.
this is definitely not exhaustion, but jeez, it's obnoxious, that's for sure.
Is the truth. Tophonia allows the lights in your life. Tophonia died for your.
See, this is where the part of me wishes that humans would just I really don't want this, but part of me anyways wishes that we just would go straight back into nature. Just throw all humans back into nature and see which ones live and die. I guarantee you this one right here wouldn't last too long in nature, okay? Because that lion's gonna pounce. This is gonna be free. This is gonna be very free for the lion. This girl's doing this in nature, making this much noise, this much of a commotion. That is asking to be hunted by a predator. that's not good. Ugh.
Sins, Tophonia is the way, the book is the truth. Drink the blood of the humans because Tophonia has given us the right to send humans to slaughter.
Ich hoffe, sie kürzen deinen Schwanz mit einer stumpfen Klinge. Hofft der Gestank im Gülegang, dein neuer Fluss der Dinge. Ich hoffe, ein Angelhaken reißt deinen Gaumen in Stücke. Ich hoffe, du musst ertragen.
Wow.
Wenn sie dich im Schleppnetz zerdrücken.
Das ist schön. Ich find's gut.
Whew. Yeah, that's the difference in. It really radicalized people. I think this is all. Once again, this is just like a very good example of what radicalization looks like. And you can truly see it. Like this is. I wouldn't even put this on just vegans. I would even say some carnivores are in the radicalized sort of area. And like you can't be like this sort of radical. I mean, people are gonna be people. You can't just suddenly think, oh, I'm gonna change them all. You have to realize if people want to let themselves suffer, let them suffer. It's not a big deal. You want to be an idiot? Let them. Fuck them.
Save the freaking planet, people! Woo!
I've been vegan for 8 years.
Man, this guy looks like Shaggy. This is definitely Shaggy. I spelled trauma wrong, but it's fine. Trauma.
When I fully realize that this mind body is finite, I capsuled in space and time, we can't be defined, and this life is light years beyond great. The pain was self-made when I turned the thought into a movie in my mind and set it on a constant replay, rewind. Most people are just not in a healthy state of mind.
Most people are just not in a healthy state of mind. Oh, really? I wonder what that looks like. Yeah, you have any examples for me?
And that's probably because there's some trauma or something going on. And then they'll do personal attacks and they'll say that I look sickly.
Yeah, it's true though. I agree, personal attacks aren't the way to go, but personal attacks, sometimes, I'll be honest, they show you reality. Sometimes you need personal attacks. Sounds crazy, but you need to be told, like, hey, you know, something looks off here, physically, not in a good way.
For the animals! Woo!
Animal flesh, animal secretions, processed foods, processed oils, grains, all these kind of things, acidic forming, they're going to slowly clog up the arteries and they're going to cause problems with sugar absorption.
Oh my god, this was this last video. That's so. This is what I mean. It's just like a freak show. This is a circus. Sometimes I swear to God, it feels like this is a circus. And the internet itself gives you a front seat to really see and view the circus itself. Crazy.
Body. This is the truth.
It's a joke. It's a joke.
Was kind of person, even if he knew he would not live long, he would still do it. Because for him was more.
She's 68 years old. Literally, my mom is basically the same age than her, and she is functioning perfectly fine, talking perfectly normally. In fact, she constantly gets the comment of, "Oh, are you 40 years old? Or are you 30 years old?" It's just
Important.
Oh my god.
To protect the poor animals. Everybody actually was shocked. Truly shocked. Nobody would think that mango is not healthy.
I realized one.
Really? Nobody would think that mango is not healthy, huh? Alright, yeah, sure thing.
One underlying theme of most health recommendations was eating, your vegetables, eating fruit. And so a natural plant-based diet was at least...
No matter what, he's right, no matter what regimen is promoted, plants are usually portrayed as healthy. This should make you question it instead of blindly following it. Exactly. 100% agree. It makes you question, look at all these people. All you need to do is just look at reality. Look at the people. Look at a specific group of people and look at, one, how they look at how they're functioning, how they're feeling, how they're acting, and then you look at that and you go, okay, let's look at the other side now. Let's look at the opposite group. And then you see exactly the same things. And look at reality and you look at it and you go, something's off here. Looks like one of them isn't necessarily doing as well. I wonder why. Right? So
part of every dietary regimen that there was. So one day out of the blue, and I don't know how this came about, I took a raw vegan chef course.
The chronic illness itself could be, you have a primary chronic adrenal gland problem, you have a primary
yeah, he does look like a patient right now. Oh, jeez. Yeah, that's bad. That's pretty bad, actually. how old was this? He got a full beard, a full gray beard in 5 years. Wow, that's impressive.
Itself could be
Basically.
you have a primary chronic adrenal gland problem. You have a primary chronic liver problem. So you have multiple organs that are failing independent of the heart failure. He's increased the amount.
Before he died from car. This is what I mean. It's just a circus. Like, it's just like, come on, guys. Come on. We can't say that it's true. We can't say that vegetables are gonna prevent heart attack when you're literally dying from a heart attack by eating vegetables. Yeah, he does have slurred speech. He has pretty heavy slurred speech.
Plant foods, clean plant foods, significantly in his diet, which I think went a long way to help improve his overall well-being.
Good times, great taste, and good health at McDonald's. Let me show you how. I'd like to have a garden salad, but I want you to leave off all the cheese and the eggs. And I'd also like to have the light vinaigrette dressing. The garden salad contains 112 calories and 107 milligrams of cholesterol. By eliminating the eggs and cheese, you reduce the calories to less than 50, and you eliminate all the cholesterol. After all, your health deserves a break today.
You are lost. Get real.
And I recently interviewed Dr. David Perlmutter, author of Grain Brain, sort of pushing back on it.
Grain brain, yeah, right. There's a brain dead guy for sure. No.
This is what I mean. All you need to do, once again, just look at reality. Just look at reality. Stop resorting to this scientific argument stuff. If you're really like, I used to be a very heavy scientific argument person. I made an entire playlist on it, a real nutrition science playlist if you're interested. And I look at it and it's like, does it really matter? Like, the science, a lot of the science of this stuff doesn't really matter. Like, just look at reality. It's that simple.
Every single research paper says that we were starchy, and not 30% carbohydrate, but 80 to 90% carbohydrate. There is no dissension in the scientific research as to what we were.
He died a few years after this interview, exactly. It's not too surprising.
BS.
You do agree that we have to supplement. We have to supplement with omega-3s and B12.
No, yes. No, yes.
What? Not even making up his mind on if you have to supplement or not. Messed up. Welcome to the circus. Ugh. Oh, I reviewed this person. I reviewed this person as well. Man, look at all of that. This is a really good example. You could just see how much inflammation there is. This is an example of lighting that really gets to show it. You can see all of this red. Look at this red. By the way, this when you have red around this area, especially nose and forehead, that is an indicator of poor absorption of certain vitamins and minerals because of oil glands, basically. So if your gallbladder isn't really doing much, or something along those lines, I guess you could say, this is good indicator of that, and you can see it quite visibly right here. Cheek, I mean, Jesus, you really see that's a lot of information. He's got good dance moves. See, people are saying, once again, that people are always saying, oh, get a good jawline, get a good jawline, get a good jawline, right? Once again, do you really want this? Really? I would like to say this is a weird thing. I don't know why this look gives this off to me, but when she does this look right here, this guy's talking, right? That look right there. I see if I can pause it. She's not even looking to listen. She's looking to respond and reply as quick as possible. It's like it's a It's like auto defense, and this is. I would consider this animal behavior. This is a very clear example of animal behavior. Right here, the second these eyebrows go up and this sort of face right here, if I see almost anybody with this kind of a face, I know it's going to sound very strange. I'm running away. I'm sprinting away. Get away as fast as possible. This person is not looking to listen at all. They are clearly on this extreme defensive angle, and they're looking to reply immediately, and they're a problem waiting to happen. This is in my opinion. You can really see it here. Look at that. Look at that. Okay, maybe she's just crying recently, but I see red. I see red here. Once again, this is around the nose. It's basically this area. If it's around this area and this area, this is where a lot of essential vitamins and minerals basically that you'll only get from fat are required, and if you don't get them, then it means, well, you're not getting enough fat. I feel sad for the child, if anybody. This child's gonna grow up really fucked up. Oh, look at that. Once again, clear signs of inflammation. Hey, got a jawline. Dark under eye bags again. See, it's like she already didn't look particularly, like the eyes, I was like, oh, okay, a little bit of a dark eye, right? Doesn't look particularly bad. You sort of see facial adiposity in the previous one, and then you look at it now and you're like, oh my god, there's nothing. Jesus Christ. That's the reason you constantly watch slaughterhouse footage. It's not because you care about the animals. I don't know if that's true. That's very interesting. Maybe. I don't know if that's their reason, but I would definitely say I will agree. You are carnivorous. ironically the most severe. I actually agree with this. I 100% agree with this. It's animals being brainwashed to eat a species inappropriate diet. It's a slow form of starvation which causes immense suffering. You know, I wouldn't even say this is the reason why it's animal abuse. I say the reason it's animal abuse is because when you incentivize veganism, if you've ever seen how predator-prey cycles work in nature, predator-prey cycles are usually sort of stable-ish. So for instance, there will be like 100, 100 deer and 20 lions or something like that, right? And then it ends up going from 100 deer to 50 deer, and then 20 lions to like, I don't know, 50 lions or whatever. And then eventually the lions starve, and then the deer go back up or whatever, right? When you introduce veganism, what you're basically doing is you're taking that cycle and you're removing the lions completely. So what ends up happening is these deer just completely overpopulate the area, and what do they end up doing? You get severe animal abuse in the end, I'll tell you that much. But they end up basically eating all of the food sources within that area, and then suddenly all the resources are gone. There's no more food that those deer can eat. And what happens? There's millions of deer who are just starving, and they can't do anything. They're dead because there's nothing to keep them in check. There's nothing to keep their population in check. So this is it is animal abuse basically. It's pretty bad. I mean, I guess you could say it's animal abuse for multiple reasons, but raw organs and blood. I partially agree. I don't fully agree with the raw organs all the time. The reason is mostly because of parasites. Like, if it's not like guaranteed, but you have to really make sure it's like high quality, and you have to make sure that like there's not a parasite in that area. Because if there is a parasite and that person gets a parasite, that shit's a pain in the ass. That's basically the only reason I would say, though. But other than that, yeah, I'd say once again, very good video. Very, very good video. Painful to review, but very good video. Anyways, thanks for watching. Hope you guys found the video interesting. Or you get to be reminded just how bad vegetables are. Jesus. Just look at reality. That's all you need to do. Just look at reality. Anyways, thanks for watching. See you guys in the next one.